Hello everyone, it's Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back and being here again. And for those of you who are new, this is a channel of love, light, and peace. I ask that all who watch these videos come because you're watching them in a good way, to walk your path in a good way. This channel is for those who are on a spiritual journey and who know they're on a spiritual journey and who are looking for messages and guidance to help them walk their journey in a good way. The earth is in need of such healing at this point in time, and so I'm offering this venue, this space, as a place where folks who might be healers, who might be teachers, who might be activists, helpers of any kind, walking their path to assist the earth in her evolution forward in a good way. May this be a place where you can find rest, illumination, inspiration, and repose. And that's my intention. And so it is. So we've just finished going through the new moon in Virgo, which was on Thursday, and the eclipses also in the beginning and middle of February. And so I know this is a time where lots of shifts have been made by many of you. Lots of choices have been made by many of you. Lots of new information is coming out for some of you to integrate into your lives going forward. And the message that I'm getting from Spirit right now is just a message of balance. How do we balance all the stuff that's coming at us? How do we balance letting go of who we once were in order to step into where we're going as human beings, as spiritual beings? And also how to balance the work in the world that is very much of the physical, tangible realm, along with the very real truths, spiritual truths that we're also receiving at this point in time. So in order to really manifest who you are in the world, you must take action on the spiritual messages that you receive, right? You can't just receive them and do nothing. So I encourage you, as you move through the month of March, to find your balance between listening and acting, between doing and being, between rest and work, between play and work, between pleasure and work. There's a lot of work for us light healers and light workers to do, so may we all do that in a balanced way. That is the message that's coming up for the community in the month of March. Okay, let's go into your readings without further ado. If you want a personal reading from me, all my information is below. And hi Scorpio, this is Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. Welcome to your March 2018 Love and Spirituality reading. Let's see what the messages and energies are for you, okay? I'm going to go ahead and say my prayer. I ask that the white light surround us, the light of protection, understanding, and healing. I ask that my guides come through and speak clearly this day for Scorpio's understanding. May all of my Scorpio friends' intentions be heard and answered. And I ask that this reading be for the highest and best of all concerned. I ask this through all my teachers. Please show us the messages and energies for Scorpio for the month of March 2018. I would like Scorpios to have love in their lives, to be in loving relationships, to have creative work that is fulfilling, and to always be guided towards their highest destiny. As I say my prayer, I also ask that my guides and helpers close and bar all gates and passageways and entryways and keep the space clear so that any negative or malevolent energies that might seek to intrude upon the space or insert themselves into the space, or who might be attracted to the space, simply not be given entry, and may their energies bounce off the force field we've created, and that they may be sent towards wherever they need to go, wherever they are best serving. Keeping this space clear and coherent, and that is a part of a prayer that my priestess friend Emmeket Uru does before each of her readings, and I find it to be really helpful in keeping the readings clear and coherent. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what's coming up for you in March, shall we? Scorpio, March 2018. Show us the messages and energies. All right, that one. Okay, let's see. So for you, Scorpio, you're also getting 4 cards, and each card is going to represent something different. So the first card is your challenge for the month. And your challenge for the month is the card of the Lovers in reverse. Okay, the next card is your blessing for the month. Okay, your blessing for the month is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. The overall energy for the month. Okay. Overall energy, King of Swords in reverse. And your spiritual guidance, Queen of Wands, also in reverse. Okay, let me take a look at the overall energy for the reading. Okay, and you've got the World in reverse. So you've got a major completion. That's good. So that's the theme of your reading, not the month, but the reading. All right. Okay, Scorpio, what's going on? So all reversals, sometimes people say that you should read them upright if they're all reversed. I'm just going to defer to my guides because that's whose messages I'm here to speak. All right. So the theme of this is around a choice with your lover, with your partner, with your potential partner, and it's about a completion that's happened. There's something in with the World in reverse card. There's a completion that's happened that you're not acknowledging. And you know, the relationships go through cycles of birth, death, rebirth, and death again, and rebirth and death again. So themes come up in the relationship to be moved through. But you can't hold on, right? You have to allow for the cycles to move through. Otherwise the relationship gets stagnant and gets completely unmoving, and that doesn't feel good because life is about movement and flow and growth and letting go here and bringing in there. So for you guys, I'm getting a clear message of a completion. Now, the challenge being the Lovers in reverse, there might be arguments with your lover. There might be a big decision that needs to be made, and you guys are on opposite ends of the decision. There's duality there. I would say it's a good time to hire a mediator or someone who can do like a clearing conversation person. I live in the Bay Area, and I know so many people who need this work, and the thing that the people that I know who do that work say is they always come when it's too late. They come when like the argument is so it's taken them to a level of really treating each other badly, That's not when you want to go. You want to go when you know you're going to need help, and you know you want to get through it in a way where your relationship with this other person is the most important thing to keep intact, meaning the heart relationship between you and the other person. You can disagree, but to the degree that you disagree to the point where you're hurting one another is not okay, right? So the challenge is to know when the friction is starting to come up and to ask for help from an outside other, from a good friend, from someone who can keep neutral space and can help you guys communicate through it, whatever the situation is. So that's the challenge. The blessing of the month is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So your blessing this month is going to come from providing for yourself and not allowing yourself to be beholden to the generosity of others that might come with strings attached. So I think that was a long message. Basically, it's to know that you have within you the power to provide for self. Six of Pentacles is a benefactor, giving you money, resources, time, right? And you're receiving it and you're saying, thank you, I really needed this. But sometimes those things don't come cleanly. And sometimes those things are things that you can provide for yourself, so that when you take it from someone else who, might be really happy to give, but when you take it from someone else, when you kind of know you can provide for yourself, that's saying to the universe, I don't trust myself, or I'm not, I don't feel strong enough. It's a weaker vibration. It's a weak vibration to send to the universe. So when you accept gifts that are something you can provide for yourself out of fear or out of, I don't know, doubt in your own abilities, or out of laziness. Let's face it, if someone's giving it to us, why do we, why work for it, right? So the blessing is going to come from seeing, right, that what the outside is providing you, you can provide for yourself. What this benefactor is providing you, you can provide for yourself. There's also the message of the Six of Pentacles can be you being the giver and not receiving enough in return. Some of you, that's the message. Where are you? Recognize when you are in this place of lopsided giver and not being given to in return. Right? So the balance is off. Recognizing when the balance is off and saying, hey, this is not okay. We need to be balanced in this give and take. And yeah, sometimes there are times when your partner needs more than you do. But when you're getting to the point of resentment, speak up. And that could be what is causing I don't know. I feel like there's some external thing that's happened that's causing you guys to be in disagreement. You're giving more than you usually are, and you're in this place of starting to feel resentment, or you're asking for more than you might be the needy one, right? And you're asking for more from your partner, and they're giving it, but they're starting to feel resentful, and you actually need to step up and learn that you can give this to yourself. King of Swords in reverse is the overall energy for the month. What is this about? This is about softening. King of Swords is brilliant, strong, very intellectual, really judgmental. And what I mean by that is He can clearly see, he has good judgment. He can clearly see what's going on and make a good judgment about what needs to happen next. And in reverse, it feels like a softening is happening in that highly judgmental, highly judging mind. The intellect, a softening is happening for you guys. There's also the sense that someone around you, this might be you, but it's an air element, so I don't think it's you. I think you're more this Lover's card, the watery thing. For you, there's someone in your environment who may be feeling like they've been kicked off their throne by a life circumstance, perhaps by this world in reverse. Right? So something ending for them. And they might be feeling dethroned. And so notice that. And it's interesting. He's looking at the Queen of Wands, which is your spiritual guidance. Let me just tune in to what this card means. Let me show it to you upright. So, spiritual message for this card for Scorpio. Your partner or your potential partner or someone in your environment is looking at you and they're not trusting you. They're kind of looking at you and they're not feeling, I don't know, it's this rift, right? It's this petty arguing that's going on. They're kind of wondering, are you on my team or are you not on my team? Are we on the same team here? And the Queen of Wands in reverse as your spiritual guidance. So the Queen of Wands upright is very regal, very much in the knowing of who she is. In the reverse, she can sometimes go to the extremes of that. Like when she's not getting what she wants, she can go into like super high drive to try and get what she wants. That's just one example of how her energy can be unbalanced in the reverse. Let me tune in specifically for you guys what this means. The message is also a softening. Soften up, lighten up, lighten the hold that this argument or this petty thing has on you. And come from an open heart. It's because whatever you're doing, if you go into the unbalanced space of the Queen of Wands, which is really big and really fiery, but not in a passionate forward movement, it's more like big, fiery, and shooting daggers at people, right? In the negative movement, when you go into that, it's not helping the situation, and it's not helping your partner or potential partner who's kind of feeling a little bit thrown by life right now. So your spiritual guidance is to keep your balance, keep your passion, be in the upright of the Queen of Wands energy. Take a look at the card. How does that make you feel? You know, be in your regalness, be in your sovereignty. Don't take any BS, and stand up for yourself, but do it in a kind and loving way, so that this person who is softening, who is being softened by life, can come to trust that you're on his team, if that's what you want. Okay, definitely a relationship reading for you guys. I feel like this could go so many different ways. So if this is resonating for you and you want a more specific reading, please reach out, and all my information is below to do that. Okay, so we're going to pick an oracle card for you guys from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. Give us a message for Scorpio to help them through this, what feels like an emotional and relationship-oriented month for them. What helpful message can they take away from this reading today to help them through the month? Okay, that's good. It's called the power of attraction. And you see these two people and how it looks like they're aligning their chakras with each other's chakras, you know, which is what's happening here, but right now is not happening for you. Okay, so I'm curious to read what this will say. Power of attraction, number 43. Oh, number 13. Power of attraction. There is such wonder awaiting you. There are so many beautiful adventures and so much magic yet to be. Can you keep your heart open to what is coming towards you without surrendering your experience of this moment by becoming too future oriented? You see, there is magic in this moment too. There is something arising within you out of the depths of your being. In this process, there is a shift in environment, both internal and external. A fertility is being stimulated. This is your time to play with that fertility, to conceive, create, and embark upon the process of transformation with an open heart and mind. You may not know where it is all going to lead. All you need to know is that it will be wonderful and exactly perfectly what is needed. Beyond that, allow the energy of fertile growth and abundance that now flows so naturally and richly within you and around you simply to be. Okay, so that to me is speaking to this, you know, the argument between you and the King of Swords might be about where you're going as a couple, and or where you want to go, right? And maybe whatever's going on for your partner might be causing you to doubt, like, are we still going in that direction? Like, come on, wake up. I'm getting this feeling of that sort of energy, and that's not helpful to him or her, whoever's embodying this King of Swords, because they're going through something, right? So be, like I said, and like this card is saying, you might not know where it is all going to lead. All you need to know that is it will be wonderful and exactly perfectly what is needed. So right now, just simply be, you know, no forcing. Know that you have within you what it takes, right? You don't need it from the outside. You have it within you. You know what you need, and you have it within you to move through this time, to move through this period, to move through this month. And again, reach out for assistance if you need it. Okay? I will see you next month. Actually, I'm getting that I should hold this up so you can read it. It's a long, so there's the first page. You can pause and read. Here are the second and third pages. And that's it. Okay. Scorpios, I hope you're able to move through this month gracefully. Be well, be mindful. Sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Have a good week. Sorry, month. See you in April. Bye.